right, welcome back into another episode of Indiebnb. Today we're joined by Ashley from the band Golden Blue. Ashley, how
Hi,
are you?
I'm really good. Nice rhyme. I really appreciate a good rhyme. I'm good. I am just recovering from being outside in Nashville. It's very, very hot here, which is, not my favorite thing in the world, but here we are.
I love it. Hey, they don't call it the epicenter for nothing. For country music
Exactly.
and for any music at all.
And for
Down there.
humidity, yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, within the heat, what have you been, what projects we've been working on? Obviously, Golden Blue, one of your main band right now, and our friend Teddy at Night, of course, episode, I believe, I think 140 something of us, he had done a song with you guys. So like, there seems like there's some collaboration. So what's the story there? Like, how do you guys know each other?
Totally. Nashville is a very small town still. I'm originally from here. And it's been really cool to watch the scene evolve over the years. I left for a little bit and came back, but yeah, Teddy and I is a band that I just kind of like clicked with pretty immediately when we started releasing music as Golden Blue. And Teddy came to a show, like our first album release show, and he just said he felt excited about the future of Nashville and music when he came and saw our show. His words, not mine,
Mhm.
but that was like, I don't know. I think we pretty immediately connected on having a bit of a different sound than some of the stuff that's coming out of Nashville, which is, is its own journey, but it's really fun. But yeah, sometimes it's hard to find kindred spirits like that. And so when you find one, you kind of just got to like link arms and really go for it together. So he's invited me to come in and sing on like a couple of their projects and songs, and that's been really, really fun. I don't have a ton of history collaborating with other bands as Golden Blue, so it's been really cool. It's been fun.
Yeah, so like, how does that work? I mean, does he just kind of give you be like, all right, like come write a verse in here, like come, hey, what do you think about this? Like, what's your, what's the
Yeah.
approach there?
I think everyone does it a little differently, but for our two collaborations, we had gone on a tour together last year in the spring. And so I think we already kind of knew he would have me come up and sing a song with them, which was really fun. It just felt like I got to go up there and be like, oh, I'm the guest singer, which I never really done before. And that was really fun. And then after our tour, he came and hung out in the studio here, actually in that chair. And he showed me this song that he had been kind of sitting on for years and was just like, I feel like this needs like new life. Just like sometimes I think getting a fresh pair of ears on something is really helpful. And so he had me come in and we just like, he was like, kind of give me free reign to do whatever I wanted, which I really appreciate. And I ended up just kind of taking some of the words that he had written and rearranging them. So it was kind of cheating, so I didn't actually have to work too hard. But yeah, I just kind of rearranged some stuff and got to sing on that track, and that was really fun. And the other song that we did together was just a cover that both of us, we have like a lot of the same music taste, which is something we really bonded over. Like we both like very big, explosive music. Um, and there was this Peter Gabriel and Kate Bush song from like the 80s that I've always loved. And he sends me music all the time. He'll just text me and be like, have you heard this? I'm like, yes. But sometimes that's not the case. But he sent me that song and I was like, dude, I've been wanting to cover this for like my whole life. And so we ended up just like throwing down on that and it came together pretty quickly. And his band like played all the instrumentation on it and I just got to come in and sing and it was really fun. Different for me because in my band I do all the instrumentation pretty much by myself. And so it just was cool to get to be like, oh, you guys already did this. Awesome.
Yeah, so you kind of have that, in your band at least. Like, are you writing all the parts for everybody, and then kind of, do you have, folks that are kind of reoccurring players, or do you have, a few different people? Like, what's kind of the story with your band, and how's it rearranged?
Yeah. So our band is really so special to me because my partner, Johnny, plays drums and he also mixes all of our music. So everything is done totally in house, like in this room. Like I write and produce everything, and then he'll come in and add some like drums on it. And then we share a duplex with our other bandmate. Her name is Stephanie. And she plays keys and she also does like some of our like she just designed our album cover because she's also like a mixed media artist. She's super talented. So we're very much like a one-stop shop. The only thing we really outsource is like mastering. Because at
Hmm.
that point, I'm like, I don't want to hear this for a little while. I need somebody else to finish the master on this. Um, which is really, really special to me. So, like, when we need to have an emergency band meeting, I'll just text my neighbor and be like, hey, can you come over? So it's like honestly really perfect. But she plays keys, Johnny plays drums, and then oftentimes, like, they're officially in Golden Blue. Like, Golden Blue is the three of us. And then
Okay.
we also have a recurring electric guitar player who is just amazing. His name is Kendall, and he really understands the magic of chorus on an electric guitar. So
All right. So we got, it's good to kind of have that core group, and then you kind of have,
totally.
your folks that can come in and out. Like, well, that kind of gives me a little bit of an inkling of how the next question will be answered. But like,
Okay.
surely one of your songs you guys just put out on July 11th, was jamming it just before we got on here, and
Oh, sweet.
I wrote down synthy, dreamy, just overall vibe. I mean, talk to me about creating that song from nothing to something. I mean,
Yeah.
were you sitting right there, and what was
I was
the
sitting right here. Yeah, that one came about. There's some songs that I feel like I have like a long story for, and this one honestly just was one of those ones that just happened. Like I wrote it to pretty much what you hear on Spotify or wherever
Mhm.
in about 3 hours. So it was like it just one of those ones I was just like, okay, this is a song. It's also, to be fair, pretty short. So I don't know, but I was just like I feel like I have a couple of different sides when it comes to my musical influences. Some of that is very much electronic and some of that is not. And I just sometimes I shy away from the more electronic stuff because I don't know. I'm like it's too easy, it's too predictable or something. I don't know. But I sat down and I just kind of let myself make whatever I wanted, and I started with that like synth line that goes kind of throughout the whole song, and then the song felt like it kind of wrote itself in a very fun way. It does not always happen that way, but it just felt it was one of those ones where I just was like, this feels exactly like I know where it needs to go, and I'm not gonna try to like do anything different just to do something different. I'm just gonna go where it's leading me. It was really fun. I mean, it was definitely very like Annie Lennox, like Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. I grew up listening to that song. I don't know if
Mhm.
you're familiar with that one, but it felt like kind of that way to me, or like a Kylie Minogue. Like, so it felt like I was kind of tapping into like my earlier like elementary school influences, which is funny that I was listening to that in elementary school. But yeah, it was really fun to write. Honestly, I just had a blast and I just kind of let it do its thing and ended up what it is now.
Awesome. So you kind of write that, you write that synth line at the beginning, and then like, I guess, do you at what point are Johnny and Steph getting text message to come up and be like,
Yeah.
hey, we got something. Let's get in here.
Uh, I'm working on allowing people into the demo stages more. I think that sometimes is hard for me. So I honestly will usually have it pretty done before I bring it to them, and I'm like, hey, what do you does this suck? Like, am I insane? But
Okay.
I like to bring it to people when it feels like it has an identity already. Because if it doesn't have that, I don't want to be like, I don't know. I just like to bring them something that feels, yeah, like it knows what it is. So I would say that one was about 80% done, and then Johnny came in and added. Uh, I can do like some very basic drum programming. That's not my strength, but he comes in and adds like there's like really cool percussive stuff happening in that song that he adds, which just totally brings it to life. And Steph will sing on stuff, and she is just very multi-talented. So it's really fun to have them be able to kind of put the finishing like stamp of approval on stuff. Because sometimes it's just easy to get in your own head about it after you finish something, and you're like, I don't know, this was just a fluke. Was I just, I don't know, tired? But it's cool to have collaborators on it.
Love that. When Steph gets in and she hears the synth part for the first time, like how did she layer into that? Did she layer in at all? Did she kind of put in her own spin? Like what were her kind of your thoughts on her bringing it in and doing her thing?
Totally. Yeah, she is really good at like I think the thing I love most about what she does is mostly in our live settings, she'll do a lot of like sampling. Like she uses like a little 404 sample pad, and she has her own like analog keyboard. So she'll really like take whatever I come up with and like dial in her own sounds and be like, she's just such a vibe on stage. It's really fun. We have a really good time. But in this like album, a lot of it honestly mostly was me writing the keys parts, and then she'll just kind of take it and run with it live. But I think we're looking forward to, as we like expand and evolve as a band, because we've only been around for like a year and a half, 2 years. I think we're excited about doing even more like from the ground up. Everyone kind of gets to say in everything, and just like writing in a more like all three of us are in here kind of situation, because usually it really is just me by myself, and I'm excited to kind of open it up a little bit more.
Love that. Love that. Well, I guess like, for you guys as you progress, like is this, is the next thing an album that's coming out? Like what's what's on the horizon for you guys, in the recording side, and then, we'll tap in on the live side in a second, but what's
Yeah,
next on the recording side?
the recording is done.
Oh,
We finished our whole album. So we put out our first album in 2023, and then I wrote all the songs for this next album in the fall of last year.
okay.
And then we kind of just like took the chunk of songs that I wrote, picked our favorite 9, and recorded them from there. And then put like final, like I'll redo some like vocals and that sort of thing. But a lot of it's like pretty, the demos are pretty much there a lot of the time. But yeah, we'll re-record like vocals, and we'll bring in a guitar player sometimes. But we finished all of that, I think, in like December or January of this year.
Wow.
And have been like rolling out singles, and it's been a lot of fun, because the last time we did this, we were kind of doing it like a song at a time and flying by the seat of our pants, and that was a lot more stressful. And this time we like had everything done. We had like album art, we had like all this stuff, and now we have just been able to kind of like, I feel like, give each song the attention it deserves, which has been really fun. So our album is coming out September 19th of this year, so not even very far away, which is scary, but also very exciting.
Well, this will be post dated, so it could be. I think it might be only a few weeks away if you're listening to this in the middle of September. So
Cool, lucky
excited
y'all.
to get some golden blue, some new golden blue out. Do you
Yeah,
have a name for the album? What are we calling it?
it's called Afterlight, which I have a note on my phone of probably 70 random words. But we landed on Afterlight, and it's just supposed to make, it's a very escapism album. Like it's one of those albums, that's what I look for in an album. I truly am like an album listener.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to, if I find an artist that I like, I will want to listen to their album top to bottom. But it's very much like you put your headphones on, you're gonna kind of go to another world when you're listening to it. Like that's the hope for me, because that's what I feel like is special that I get to do, is I get to kind of create that world for myself in here by myself, and just like kind of create this other vibe that I get to live in, and then I get to share that with other people, which is really fun. But it's supposed to, yeah, it's like very dreamy. It is very synthy, but it's also very heartfelt. I can't really ever get away from that lyrically. I just am. I don't know, man. I'm heartfelt.
I love it. I love it. Well, Afterlight. I mean, what were they? Give me some runners up on the title.
Oh man, I would have to go look at the note. None of them were good. Like truly, none of them were good until I think Steph actually. I was looking at like After All or something like that, because a lot of it is about like how to keep going when life kind of knocks you down. And so I was like, there's not really a lot of ways that you can say that without sounding like kind of cheesy. Like keep going. I don't know. Like there was just not a ton. And so Afterlight felt kind of like a visual of like I don't know, you're just after the darkness. There's not really even any way to say this without sounding cheesy. But it just, yeah, it's the light that happens after the darkest times in your life. And that's kind of how it felt for me. And so we heard that, and I was like, yep, that's the one. So It was a long process and not worth telling you any of the other names, I promise.
It's like, I think like you look at like people who have kids, like, you name things. Like naming things is actually one of the hardest things I think that people can do,
It's
like
the
that you can
worst.
do. Like,
Oh my gosh, not very good at it personally.
like again, you put together and you put all this effort into songs, and then you kind of have to name it. And like, sadly, some of the names can affect like how much they're received or not received. It's
Totally.
like,
Yeah.
you know,
No, it's true. I mean, I think that was a huge part of even us naming Gold and Blue the way that we did was
yeah,
we wanted it to sound like how it makes you feel, which is kind of impossible a lot of the time, but we wanted it like a lot of our music is very bittersweet, and that like Gold and Blue kind of signifies that to me.
yeah,
Like the two ends of the spectrum. So we spent a lot of time thinking about it, and sometimes I'm like, does it even really matter this much? But I think to your point, there's sometimes I'll hear a name and I'm like, what? So I think it
yeah.
is important.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Gold and Blue, like your explanation is tight right there. Like, I think that
Thanks.
there's any, you definitely sounds like you put some time and effort into that. So
I
like,
appreciate it. I
that's
really did.
appreciated.
Thank you.
um, well, good. And as far as kind of transitioning, when we go into a Gold and Blue show, I have not had the pleasure of seeing you live yet, or or your
Yeah.
band. Like, what do you want me coming away with? How do you want me feeling?
Ooh. Uh like it's okay to dream and follow your dreams. I really just like I think that's a huge part of even lyrically what a lot of my music is about is like not giving up and yeah, like I was saying earlier about the album, just like getting back up even when life knocks you down. I think that there's been a lot of life experiences that have really taught me that life is very short and you might as well do the thing that you are passionate about. So I hope that people feel really inspired
Hmm.
to live the life that they want to live, and to like be themselves and not feel this sense of yeah. I just hope people feel authentically themselves and inspired to do what they're passionate about.
Love that.
That's the goal.
I love that. I love that. Well, you mentioned a tour that you did with Teddy at Night. Anything in the works here for end of 2025? What's on the horizon? What can we educate our listeners about?
Yeah. I wish that there was more. Truly, I'm like trying. I would love to be on a tour that is. I think Golden Blue, like that's our the thing we love the most is
Hmm.
being on stage. Like we just love live music and we love that experience because our music is very textured. It's very like immersive. That's a word that a lot of people have told me like that they feel after Golden Blue shows. Like I have felt like I was immersed in the music, which is really cool to me. So we love that. So we're trying to get on more tours, but we're pushing a lot of our effort into our album release show that we're having here in Nashville that I'm really, really excited about. And that'll be a week after the album comes out. So it'll be September 28th. And I'm excited because we kind of are doing it different than I think a lot of people do it. Like not that there's anything wrong with the traditional venue, but I've been really inspired by artists this year that I've seen just like kind of break out of the norm and do pop-up shows in like random spaces or like just kind of change the environment, shake things up a little bit. I'm always a fan of that. So we rented out just like this giant warehouse and we're just going to like transform it into the world how we see Afterlight. So we're super excited about that and we're like not even going to have an opener or anything. We're just like this is Golden Blue show. So I'm really excited about that because we have not honestly played a ton of shows this year. We played I think like 30 shows last year and then this year we've been really kind of just like hunkered down in the studio and album roll out. So we're putting all of our effort into that. We're gonna have like a string section, which I'm really excited about. Like
Oh God.
we're kind of going crazy. So I'm really pumped, and that is like yeah, that's like what I'm really locked in on right now. And then hopefully from there, someone will come to that and be like, oh my gosh, we have to take them on tour.
All right. So we got September 28th.
Hmm.
We're doing it in a warehouse somewhere in Nashville, it sounds like.
Yeah,
So Follow him on socials. There'll be more hints about that, I'm assuming, on there.
Oh,
And
totally. Oh, yeah. We'll let y'all know.
I love it. I love it. Well, want to get into a final section of the interview here, the Pete Peterson party pack of questions. Rip
I
through it
can't wait.
as the kids say. But again, Pete
Wait, but
Peterson.
but can I ask who Pete Peterson is?
It's kind of like a moniker. My middle name's Peter, and I've never
Okay, I
like
love it.
really gone by that. And so then my name on like Facebook is Grant Peterson because my last name's a little bit too. I don't really want to be going by that.
That's
So
that's fair.
you
My
know.
maiden name was Tankersley, so I feel your pain there.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
And
sorry, I just needed to know who Pete was.
oh yeah, Pete's an amalgamation. He's a made
Alter
up
ego.
character, alter ego, if you will. Yeah. But yeah, we'll rip into his party pack of questions here. Again, it'll be about roughly 20. I took a couple out because I felt like they were getting boring. So
Okay,
trying to
I'm
make it
ready.
fresh around here. But
Yep, totally.
all right, here
Locked
we go.
in.
Pete Peterson's party pack of questions. 20 questions right in a row. Ashley Perez, cake or pie?
Cake.
She's caking it up. All right. Salad or soup?
Soup for sure.
Soup. Even though it's 90 degrees. Let's go.
Honestly, yeah. I stand by it.
All right. Sunrise or sunset? What are you seeing more of these days?
Definitely sunset.
Sunset. All right. Would you rather hit a home run or score a touchdown?
I think I'd rather score a touchdown.
All
I don't think
right.
I'll probably be doing either, but
Hey, football season's coming up. Go
so
Titans.
true.
Tighten up.
Honestly, yeah.
All right. Night in or night out? What do you have more of?
Night out.
Night out. All right. When you hit the town and your jam comes on and you're likely to hit the robot or the worm on the dance floor.
Honestly, I do the robot more than I would like to admit, but here I am admitting it. So,
All right. She's a bot. Guac or queso at your favorite Tex-Mex spot?
queso. I lived in Texas for too long, so queso.
Quesoed up. All right. Waffles or pancakes?
Pancakes.
Okay. All right. Coffee or tea with your pancakes?
Oh, definitely coffee.
Coffee it up. All right. Dogs or cats?
Dogs. I have
All
one.
right. There you go. Are you more like a ninja or a pirate?
I think a pirate.
All right. All right. Chips or pretzels?
Chips. Salt and
Chipping it
vinegar
up.
specifically.
Ooh, okay. Here we go. Fries or tots?
Fries.
Okay. All right.
Really, potatoes in any form is fine by me, though.
All right. All right. After a long day, you more likely to hit a TV show or a movie?
Uh, TV show. I don't really watch a lot of long form media, but I'm trying to get better about that. But definitely TV show.
Okay. All right. Are aliens real?
Probably.
Okay. Bigfoot?
Maybe. Who could say?
Maybe. All right. Is love at first sight real?
I think so.
All right. All right. Final question, Pete Peterson's party pack of questions. Who is one or two band? Give us one or two bands that we ought to know that we have not heard of or we should check out.
Ooh, my current favorite is OK Lou, spelled like OKLOU. She's a French artist and producer, and I am obsessed with her. I also love an artist right now called Nourished by Time. He's really a vibe. Kind of a strange name, but I'm into it. I've been vibing with him. Oh wait, a third one. Sorry, Night Tapes. I'm really obsessed with Night Tapes right now.
Night Tapes. All right. All right. So we got OK Lou, Nourished by Time, and Night Tapes. Those are golden blue, guaranteed, awesome ear candy for everybody to listen to.
Honestly, yeah.
All right, there you go. Write your name on it. I love it. Well, Ashley, I appreciate you going through the gauntlet there. The last thing in this interview that I always do is I want you to pull up your Spotify or streamer or whatever you listen to music on and just give me what you last searched.
Okay. This might take me one moment because I'm using my phone. Here we go.
And of course, I'll do the same because I don't want you to be alone on that.
Thank you. My last search was an artist called Charlotte Lawrence because my friend is playing in her band tonight and I'm going to go see them. So I'm excited about that. And I
All
had
right.
not really heard her music before.
All right. Charlotte Lawrence. Shout out Charlotte. Getting out in Nashville. I love it. I
Come to
love it. Well,
Nashville. Well, what was yours?
uh, mine was, I'll give you my top, my two. The Milk Carton Kids, because there's a
Nice.
song called Charlie that they play, but they only have it on YouTube. I was trying to find it on Spotify. It's not there.
Oh, niche.
Niche song. And then Chitty Bang. If you
Nice.
don't remember Chitty Bang, he has the one song, Opposite of the Adults. So, you know,
I gotta check that out. I know what I'm doing
it's.
the rest of my evening.
I tell you, it will be 3 minutes of time that you will not get back, but you will enjoy. So,
Okay, perfect. I can't wait.
a
Glowing
little bit of,
review.
yeah, a little bit of an interesting one there. But, well, Ashley, it's been fun. I appreciate you taking the time. Excited for the album September
Thank
19th.
you.
Excited
Thank
for you
you.
guys for September 28th album release show. Of course, when you come down to Atlanta,
Oh
please
yeah,
hit us up.
totally.
I want to get immersed
Dude, you
in the
got it.
tunes. I want to come
Yeah.
in. I want to feel it. I want to feel like I'm inspired. I'll
Yeah.
be
I
very,
would love
very
that.
excited to see you guys. So,
Well, I appreciate
look
it. Thanks
forward
for
to
making this
that.
happen.
Of course. Y'all take care.
Talk to you soon.
Thanks, soon.